Hello and welcome. Let's check out the full set of 1990 Marvel Superheroes trading cards. This is by far one of the coolest sets of the Marvel cards. And here we have the whole set sleeved up. And we'll take a look one by one. And a special, I won't show it yet, hologram at the end. So this came out of a set that was just stored away. So it's really cool to kind of see these today and check them out. So here we have Captain America, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Daredevil, Nick Fury, Thing, Professor X, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Wolverine, Phoenix, Power Man, haven't seen him too much in modern movies, Dazzler, Dagger, trying to get the focus back. There we go. Quasar, Submariner, the Hulk. Again, yeah. Let's get this focus. I think, oh, there we go. It's got to hold him right there. All right. Number 17, the Hulk. Thor. Mr. Fantastic. Black Panther. Archangel. The Iceman. And Wolverine. Storm. Shadowcat. Moon Knight. Lockheed. Aunt May. Spider-Man. And another Spider-Man. Captain America. Or Captain America's motorcycle, to be specific. Silver Surfer. Human Torch. Doctor Strange. Havoc. Colossus. Wolverine. The Wolverine patch. We have Nightcrawler. She-Hulk. Captain Britain. Rogue. And Iron Man. Invisible Woman. Punisher. Longshot. Beast. Punisher. Storm. Elektra. Cloak. Wasp. Kingpin. Baron Zemo. Loki. Juggernaut. Nightmare. Sabretooth. Electro. Dr. Octopus. Doctor Doom. Ultron. Enchantress. Magneto. Bullseye. Mr. Sinister. Sandman. Lizard. Mole Man. Dormammu, Leader, Blob, Black Cat, Venom, Green Goblin, Galactus, Mandarin, High Evolutionary, Mephisto, Thanos, Apocalypse, Red Skull, Ghost Rider, Deathlock. It looks like now we're into the rookie cards. Guardians of the Galaxy, the New Warriors, Nomad, Fool Killer, Famous Battles, The Thing versus Hulk, so let's shift these since we have some horizontals for a while. Fantastic Four versus Galactus. Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. Thor versus Surtur. Spider-Man versus Kraven. Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus. Daredevil versus Bullseye. Daredevil versus Kingpin. Silver Surfer versus Mephisto. Captain America versus Red Skull. Dark Phoenix versus Saga, or the Dark Phoenix Saga. There we go. X-Men versus Avengers. X-Men versus Magneto. X-Men versus Fantastic Four. Some big battles we are in. And Fall of the Mutants. Evolutionary War. Atlantis Attacks. Acts of Vengeance. Spider-Man versus Venom. Nick Fury versus Hydra. The Armor Wars. I think Armor Wars 1, or is that an exclamation point? Probably 1. Daredevil versus Wolverine. Daredevil versus Punisher. Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin. A lot of action going on. Hulk versus Wolverine. Hulk versus Spider-Man. Captain America versus Wolverine. Silver Surfer versus Thanos. X-Factor versus Apocalypse. X-Men versus Freedom Force. I'll change versus to verse just to make it easier. Wolverine versus Sabretooth. X-Men in the Savage Land. Iron Man versus Titanium Man. Thor versus Loki. First Kree Skrull War. I guess the first Kree Skrull War. And now we are back to the verticals. We have the most valuable comics, the Fantastic Four. X-Men. Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. The Punisher. Journey into Mystery. We have Thor. The Amazing Spider-Man with the Punisher. The Avengers. Earth's mightiest superheroes. That is quite a title to bestow. The Amazing Spider-Man Chameleon Strikes. We have giant-sized X-Men. And Wolverine. The Incredible Hulk. Tales of Suspense with Iron Man. The Avengers with Captain America. All right, we have some team pictures. We got Fantastic Four. Avengers. X-Men. Is it a double? Nope. Another X-Men. And Cloak and Dagger. New Mutants. X Factor. Excalibur. Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Sinister Six. The Hellfire Club. Alpha Flight. And Spider-Man presents Spider-Man. Spider-Man presents Doctor Doom. And Dr. Octopus. The Hulk. Silver Surfer. There we go. They're jumping around. They're going wild. We have Thor. Punisher. Magneto. Captain America. Doctor Strange. And Iron Man. Wolverine, Stan Lee himself, Mr. Marvel, and the checklist. All right, so that is a look at the 1990 Marvel set. Some incredible cards for sure, incredible superheroes, and there is one card left. I mentioned earlier, it is this one. This series does come with 5 holograms. There's only one in the collection, and so I'll show you that here. It is the Silver Surfer hologram. I think if I can get the angle just right, you can check that out. So pretty cool. And there are a few others. This one's definitely one of the cool ones to check out. So there we have it. That is the entire set of 1990 Marvel. And let me try to bring it back to maybe the top card here, which is going to be Captain America. That'll be our way to go out. But overall, really, really great to see them. Fun to pull out of the collection and kind of check out a long time after they came out. And so there is that set. Hope you had fun as we went through. Hope you learned something. And there you have it. Until next time.